Hey everyone, WitchyCatLady here in Spirit Guides on Roblox. Today we are doing the path when spirit worlds collide. Yeah, I stumbled on that for a second. I am missing the beginning part where we go up the chains and across the planks. I will put that in another video for you. It's every time I was recording that part, I failed, so I had to get up it without the pressure. But I'm at this point now where this first gap we have to get across, you do want to pay attention to the signs telling you what to do. In this one, we needed a vision spirit. And then this one over here, we're going to soar down elegantly with our soar spirit. And yes, in this one, I do have Vooney from a glitch. See, there's the board telling us which one to do. But Astron works really well. You are definitely not going to want to use the Volt, but you're going to want to get Astron from that Frozen quest. That was just a nice, elegant glide. And this is honestly a very peaceful walk up through most of it, so I will be clipping out sections, like I did a big section there, where we're in a nice, safe area. And I think this is just a very uneventful part. But don't worry, the eventful parts are coming. And we're going to rage together. You'll see what I mean. And pause for a sip of coffee there. And we are getting ready to go in this tunnel, so I will not clip out this tunnel because I do want you guys to see some of the things that we want to keep an eye out for. And you'll notice I'm keeping to the side because honestly, I've been up through this many times and it took me a long time to finish it. But there's these traps. And I'm paranoid any more than I'm going to fall in a spike trap. The first time I went up here and I got to what I thought was safety, I was just like, yes. And I started walking, and the next thing I knew, I was in a spike trap. And I didn't come back to this quest for days. So, as we can see here, this first tunnel was actually not too bad. That's not the one that gave me trouble. So, we're going to go up a little bit more. And I really like this. It's nice and scenic. I love taking these walks with Helix or any of my other spirits. Even if I don't have any other quests to do in the game, I love just getting in here to explore. It's very relaxing listening to the digital bird sounds. If you hear anything that sounds like a bird, it's my cat Pibble behind me. See, here, these spots, you want to soar over them. And if you're struggling once you get to the other side, just click a climb real quick. And up we go. And you can do all of this without Felix, but you will need a climb 3. You can probably do a good bit of it with Trippity, but you're going to want Cast Law or Slycant for gripability, for your grippy toes. And now here is Lost Lands. So if you're wondering how to get into Lost Lands, this is one of the ways. I will show you another way in a bounty hunting video that I am currently editing that will go up eventually. And the thorns. The thorn patch isn't actually that terrible. I decided to stay on the path because I did not want to die and start this all over again. I was up here the other day looking for a bounty, and I saw somebody who was doing a timed summit, and they had this perfect path down, and they were going through this thorn thicket just in a straight line. They had found a path through it that was not actually on the main path. And I took the wrong route. Spoiler, I did this a lot. Oop, somebody got roasted by DV. I think they were up on the peak trying to climb up there. I love the death messages, they're so funny. And now on the bottom, somebody did something for science. And another tunnel. And in we go. Honestly, I don't remember what all happens in here. I recorded this a couple weeks ago. So I'm watching and voicing over this just as you are watching it, trying to find out what's going to happen. Almost fell in that one. Honestly, Felix has never let me down. If I've ever died with Felix equipped, it's because I did something really silly. Like really, really silly. I mean, Felix can't grippy toe in midair, so if I've decided to jump off a cliff, then there's nobody gonna save me. Okay, I think this is the tunnel that gave me some grief. About to go up here and yep, this is the one. I probably cut out at least 5 minutes of footage in here. It's completely straight up. And this is about where I was getting mad. Felix was not having the level of grippy toes that I wanted. I could parkour just about anywhere this thing. And oh, there's somebody who's noticed me. Vincent. See, I told you you'd be in the video. Meanwhile, this person had no clue that I was just raging this hard in this hole. At some point, I had actually paused and gone to the Discord just to look and see if anybody had any tips. And I'm still going. Okay. And here's where I decided to take a screenshot of my flight. Just to save that for the record, showing that I was insanely frustrated. See, Vincent says, hi, YouTube. So everybody say hi to Vincent down in the comments. Let them know you saw that. And we're going to see how long it takes me to get out of this hole. I know it didn't take that long. There's no way I left too much in here. Should be figuring out how to get out of this soon. I know we had to go up this wall. It's up this wall. Come on. And we have to get up to a certain point and then quickly switch over to a soar spirit. Okay, there, I did it. Okay, gotta get back up there a little bit higher. Soar, soar. And we're up. So that's your trick. You get stuck on a vertical wall like that, jump as high as you can with the climb, get that soar, get that little bit extra jump, and then scooch over. So here's another hole where you're going to soar over. And as you can see, I'm having quite the conversation in the chat today. So I did pause a lot, so I'm trying to flip out a lot of those pauses to show you guys this path. This path actually was not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. It was just really long. This video was 45 minutes long, but I stopped a lot. There was about a 7-minute section at some point up around the peak that I had to cut out once we stopped for freezing. But you'll see that when we get there. Here's another nice, relaxing stroll up the side of the mountain. So peaceful. So relaxing. So strolly. Into the hole we go. And I think this tunnel was pretty uneventful. See, it's setting us up for false hopes that things to come are going to be uneventful. See, I don't know if I can fall down there or not, so I'm just peeking over. When in doubt, we soar. You don't want to just fall down too hard in here. I found that out the hard way. Actually, my first time in the game, started exploring, didn't even have a spirit equipped, and I just ran right off a bridge. It's fine. We all do things. Here I am admiring the cracked rock, wondering why there's toxic lava in there. Reminds me of some decorations in another game. Pause for a sip of coffee there. Alright, why did I pause? Who knows? I clipped that part out. So here we are, back out the other end, and again, another peaceful, relaxing area. Don't let the peace fool you. There will be things to watch out for. This is more of a test of our perseverance, our determination, I think, because it's a walk. It's a long walk, and you do have to stay on the path when doing the quest because you have to hit these little markers. So if you take a little shortcut like I did right there, you've got to backtrack just a little bit to get your marker. If you don't get the marker, it's not going to count. This one, And I think I can climb up the side there. If I sound a little tired, I am. So if you guys have checked my community wall, I have another cat in the house. This cat, Rumpus, this little gray one. If you haven't checked the community wall, go check it. Go see a picture of him. Not sure if Rumpus is a boy or a girl. Hopefully we will find out in a few weeks when this cat settles down. I can get it in the carrier. But it's been super lovey. And oh look, boulders. Rumpus has been very super lovey out on the porch and just acting more like a lost pet these past few weeks. And last night, this poor cat got absolutely terrified of something out there, and that's when I decided, okay, this is just enough waiting. This cat has not been going in a trap. This cat has not been going in a cage. I can't get the cat in a carrier. I can't get this cat to go in anything like any of the cats. And I roughed it by the back of the neck, which it actually did not resist. I was very shocked. I mean, my heart was racing the entire time. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? But I'm going to do this. And about the third attempt, I actually got a good hold of the back of this cat's neck, and it's just laying there taking it. I scooped it up and ran it inside, yowled a little bit like a picked up kitten that didn't want to get picked up, and stuck it in a back room. It's a little room that connects to the outside and then to the inside of the house. We call it a mud room, but it's a room we can quarantine the cats in. And right now, Grumpus is out there between my wall and freezer. Terrified, but safe. Did eat last night, so not too scared to not eat. But this cat is now safe from cars, safe from this big dog that keeps roaming the neighborhood, safe from all these things. So now we just wait for Grumpus to settle down enough to visit the vet. I'm honestly relieved. You have no idea. This cat's been making me so nervous. And we have to fix a screen on our window because this cat's been knocking on the window and decided to tear the screen apart in order to knock on the window to get our attention every night. But now here we are on North Face. I've talked us through all of that. And here's where it starts to get a little interesting. You got to stay up your wits about you a little bit. Not so much because there's no more holes like spike traps, anything like that. It's a pretty easy climb. But you need to make sure you keep an eye on weather. Coming up to the peak, it's going to get cold. And I do have my Crimson Lantern. I don't know why it wasn't equipped in here. This must have been recorded while there was a glitch. But I actually like this climb. I've taken this route a few different times. Once starting closer to North Face. It's actually not too bad. It's just long. It's very pretty. When I was walking this, I actually had just some YouTube videos on I was watching to keep me distracted. Took it nice and slow. Now, big tip, make sure you line up in the middle of these ladders as best you can so that you don't slip and fall. My first attempts on ladders in this game were quite tragic. Now, we're coming up on one that is split that I've seen a lot of people have some problems with. Temporarily equip a Soar Spirit, like I did just there. You can jump, and you can safely get to the ladder. And then that way, if you jump and miss, you don't fall. You take just a smidgen of health that's taken away from you. It's really, and as you can see there at the top, it's not much at all. It's worth it to not fall, die to gravity's contest. Going up our tunnel. Take a peek around, and we'll just do some more winding up the mountain, and we'll be cutting some of this out again here very soon. And there we go. I cut out a good bit from under here. We'll be leaving Paladin Mountain for the peak, and I'm getting flashing on the screen a little early for the freezing. I just started walking through because sure if it was a glitch or not, but definitely was not a glitch. So when you're at this point, go back under these arches and wait out the freezing. Get down here, and it's eventually there it goes. And I waited about 7 minutes and started back up again. So now that the freezing is done, we are free to run up the peak. Hey, windy. I can do windy. With Felix, the wind never blows me. Never had any issues with the wind with Felix. Or with Rhinoc could get blown around a good bit. I mean, you can't come up near a Rhinoc anyway. You need to climb 3 to get all the way to the top of the peak safely. I'll have to run through and check. Might be able to use Tripippi through a good part of this. I mean, you can go up to the peak with Tripippi if you take the shortcuts. And this maze, by the way, is really easy. It's not too terrible, especially when you got the markers giving you a direction of where to go. I haven't seen anything hidden in there like chests. So if you find something, let me know. And hey, you never know, in a future update, they could hide something in there. Now, that part of the path was a little precarious. You had to have your grippy toes on. And here is our last round of boulders. We're almost there, guys. So I'm just going to watch for a pattern. And what I want to do is, I'm actually not running directly through the boulders. You'll see what I do. Actually, got to pause there and step away. I'm going to run on this outside edge here, and that keeps you safe from the boulders. So if you're still working on this quest, I hope that these tips are going to help you. Keep on going. And lightning. Okay, lightning's not too bad. We can usually do all right with lightning, but we definitely don't want to take our time getting up here because you never know when we're going to get struck. Just there. Saw the marker. Look at that. Look. Okay, no, that was the wrong marker. The top is right. Oh! What did I say? We could get struck. But anyway, obviously, I'm going to have to do this again. But as you can see, we got up there. We're watching my body fall through Luminaria. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this. And I'll see you guys in game or another video. Bye.